Okay, I already did the Persona 6 theory video, but like now I'm gonna do the Persona Big Brother Shin Megami Tensei, and what will be the theme of the sixth entry of the Megami Tensei franchise. And this will be different. We're going with the Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse type sequel to 5. But instead of going with the vanilla version, he said, imagine this, is that the game takes place after the events of Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. And we all know how we all love Vengeance. The game was better than the original vanilla version. It fixes some of the problems of the game. And I don't like the fact that Shin Megami Tensei is one step ahead of Persona, having the updated version being the one being focused for the next game. And let's do something different. Is that we all know Sega likes to try to find out what makes the original Shin Megami Tensei games, being 1, 2, and 3, work. And that's why Flynn, Nadashi, and the Nahobino are basically homages to the original protagonists. Flynn is basically the hero, or Kazuya, you want to go with his name. Nadashi is basically Aleph, and Nahobino is basically, you guessed it, the demi-feed. But has been a concept that has been abandoned since the original time when the franchise has started. Is that the concept of reincarnations? Yes, in the original Shin Megami Tensei series. Oh wait, did I say the original Shin Megami Tensei? I meant Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei has the protagonist being the reincarnation of Izanagi and Izanami. And then the sequel, well, after the original series, was the reincarnation of Susanoo. And what am I going with this? Is that if Sega wants to keep on making tributes to the original protagonist, they should make the next protagonist a reincarnation of a deity, or, a matter of fact, a demigod. And who will be the demigod? Well, I think some of you will not like the choice I made. I'm going with Gilgamesh with this one. I know, Gilgamesh is in the Devil Children series, but this is a missed opportunity for Gilgamesh to be part of the mainline series. I don't want this iconic figure of mythology be stuck in a game series that is, in my opinion, way better than Pokemon. I'm just saying it's way better than Pokemon. It's way better than Pokemon. I swear. I'm just saying. It's way better than Pokemon. And instead of being the newer protagonist, instead, let's just use some of the aspects of Gilgamesh's mythology and having him being the child of the Nahobino, aka the protagonist of Shin Megami Tensei 5, and one of the options you pick. And it's always been aspecting that there were multiple timelines. Like one, imagine we use the multiple timelines timeline theory to find out who will be the Shin Megami Tensei version of Gilgamesh, aka the protagonist. This, like, according to mythology, both Gilgamesh's parents are immortal and a goddess. And who do we hang out with at the game? Yeah, basically, we play as a mortal having the powers of a god, and then a god and two goddesses with powers of a goddess. It makes sense. But if you look at the ending of both of the routes, the Nahobino becomes the supreme god, aka the new ruler of the heavens, or the new Adam in the Vengeance route. But even though I like Yoko more than Tao, I think the idea of Gilgamesh being the Nahobino's and Tao's kid will not be good. So, how about instead of having one protagonist, instead let's just have two protagonists. And one of them is another mythological figure. And I think this is the equivalent to Gilgamesh, that being Karna from Hindu mythology. Similar to Gilgamesh, both of his parents are both immortal and a god. Like his father is the sun god, Shura. And I think this will be a good option to have both two protagonists. If you pick the one with Gilgamesh being Tao and the Nahobino's kid, you're going with Gilgamesh, and Karna's reincarnation will have voice lines. But if you pick Karna, now Gilgamesh will have voice lines. Because I think the 6th Shin Megami Tensei game will be focusing around how the Nahobino struggles with his divine power in Karna's timeline. And that means another timeline when he chose Tao over Yoko, being Gilgamesh or the protagonist, means you have to choose which one of the timelines you want to go with for the game. And then you got to collect demons, and some of the demons will recognize or sent as the Nahobinos, such as the Japanese pantheon, the Hindu pantheon, the Greek pantheon, and so many other pantheons. Heck, even other demons who means that their father told them will recognize their scent being his scent. Heck, if you can, let's have a boss battle between the protagonists. Like, if you pick Karna, you will face up against Gilgamesh. But if you pick Gilgamesh, you will face Karna. And then if you manage to beat your otherworldly brother, you will have to face their dad, the Nahobino, who is now corrupted with the evil senses of Yahweh, or the Absolute, the being that created the Shin Megami Tensei world, the true god of the Megaten universe, being mad with power. And finally, after you defeat the Nahobino, you have to ascend the throne. But you refuse because you have the human heart of the Nahobino. Same thing with Gilgamesh. Whatever ending you pick will change the fate of both Gilgamesh's and Karna's realities. And probably they will prosper to a new reality where the events of Shin Megami Tensei 7 will probably happen. and both Karna and Gilgamesh acknowledge each other as brothers in arms. And that's where Shin Megami Tensei 6 will end. Both of them return to their respective realities and spend time with both of their parents. Gilgamesh with the Nahubino and Tao, and Karna with the Nahubino and Yoko. Oh, keeping their both realities safe, and then in the post-credits scene, the new protagonist of Shin Megami Tensei 7 will appear, but something is different with him. He emits a glowing light. That's it for this video. If you like the idea of Shin Megami Tensei 6 being a multiverse crisis, leave a like on the video. Oh, and subscribe to the channel, though, if you want more content like this. And no, I don't have a mic. I just use my phone to record stuff. That's all.